talked about some of the things that he had learned during his time as head coach of the Carolina Panthers. He said one of the things was the fact that all the relationships were transactional. Because I want to be transformative. I want to get back to my roots. He doesn't have to coach this year. He could have sat out and made a lot of money from his buyout. But the reality is he felt like this was the right time to come back to Nebraska and build up this program, Coach, just like he did at Temple, just like he did at Baylor, but in their own way of doing it. The real question becomes, how do they do it?
Well, no question he's an excellent coach. He's turned around two programs, and now he's in Nebraska. If they get strong leadership in the locker room and coaching, they lost 17 games, Mark, in the last 2 years, 13 by one score. However, the elephant in the room, the big picture, they need to get recruiting. You need some All-Americans, some draft picks. That's the Nebraska of old. Ever since Nebraska joined the Big Ten, the recruiting base is Texas and California. They lost some of that recruiting base because they went to the Big Ten. The challenge of Matt Rhule and that staff, you start watching the NFL draft in the spring, you see those Nebraska guys get drafted, you're going to see some great teams out of Nebraska.
Yeah, in their last two seasons, Coach, 2-13 in one-score games. They've been competitive. It just takes new leadership, and I think Matt Rhule can bring that in. Brady, in that piece you mentioned, quarterback Jeff Sims, a transfer from Georgia Tech. We all know to build a program, one of the most important pieces is having a quarterback. I think Jeff Sims can be that guy. Yeah. Sometimes change of scenery, especially in this day and age of college football with the portal and people leaving, it just takes a change of scenery to elevate yourself. We're going to see that tonight. He might be the new face to get this program back to where it once was.
This reminds me a lot of when I was a freshman, 2008, going into Alabama. We were trying to resurrect the dynasty, much like what Matt Rhule is trying to do in Nebraska. We bought into the process, physicality, toughness, accountability, and we bought into the process. And I see Matt Rhule implementing a lot of those same characteristics in his team at Nebraska. So yes, Nebraska, Matt Rhule is your guy, but you got to be patient. You got to give him some time. He has the recipe. You just got to let him cook it up.
Did they give you guys time, Alabama?
They didn't give us no time. We went 12-2 first year, won the Natty the second year.
Nobody's patient in college football. You guys know that. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College football on Fox.